Welcome back. You're watching the second half of World News Today. I'm Randolf Jamias, and to start off, archaeologists searching for the body of England's King Richard III under the city center parking lot said on Wednesday they had found remains which could be those of the monarch depicted by Shakespeare as an evil, deformed, child-murdering monster. Richard was killed at the Battle of Bosworth in central England in 1485, and his bones reportedly ended up in a Franciscan friary as Greyfriars, now located under a car park in the center of Leicester. Bosworth Field is around 14 miles away from Leicester, and Richard is one of just a few English kings whose final resting place is unknown. The remains will now undergo laboratory tests, including DNA tests, which will take up to 12 weeks. If bones prove to be those of the king, they will be re-entered at Leicester Cathedral, just a few steps away from excavation site.
Clearly, we are all very excited by these latest discoveries. We have said that finding Richard was a long shot. However, it is a testament to the skill of the University of Leicester's archaeological team, led by Richard Buckley, that such extensive progress has been made. We have all been witness to a powerful and historic story unfolding before our eyes. It is proper that the university now subjects the findings to rigorous analysis so that the strong circumstantial evidence that has presented itself can be properly understood.
For the latest iPhone, USA Apple unveiled its latest iPhone 5 at a media event in San Francisco on Wednesday, formally announcing the smartphone's bigger display and support for high-speed LTE wireless networks. The iPhone 5 has a 4-inch screen compared with the 3.5-inch display used in previous models, enabling a fifth row of icons to be displayed on its home screen. According to Apple, the new phone features an A6 chip, which is 2 times faster than the previous A5, but 22% smaller in size. It is 20% lighter than the iPhone 4S. The new iPhone 5 supports LTE networks by selected carriers in North America, Europe, and Asia, while its Wi-Fi hardware supports speeds up to 150 Mbps. The phone's battery life has also been expanded to a standby time of 225 hours and 8 hours of LTE browsing. It is 40% faster on photo capture, and its FaceTime camera is also HD.
Well, a lot of it didn't really surprise me, but definitely impressed with the bigger display, which is something that I've been wanting for a long time. The battery life is supposedly improved, and I'm hoping that those claims are true. I also like that it's thinner and lighter. It's like 20% thinner or 18% thinner this time around, so that's pretty neat.
In other news, crossover has become the selling point of many shows in art market. Nowhere is this more so than in Peking Opera show. Performers with heavy makeup and flamboyant costumes in the area with the symphony orchestra as the backdrop. It might upset the real fans, but it's sure to raise some curiosity.
Mountain Concubine is a Peking Opera classic, but this offering is a little different. Instead of drums and an erhu, it's accompanied by a symphony band. Rather than spoiling the flavor, the grandeur of the symphony gives more depth to the character's emotion. The mixture of East and West can also be seen in the playing of this erhu. Crossover seems to be becoming a trend in art shows. Percussionist Li Biao has announced that his band will team up with Germany's Leipzig Orchestra and the Beijing Symphony Orchestra to stage a concert ranging over East and West, past and present. Music fans can catch the show on September the 27th. A world tour honoring the 60th birthday of late pop singer Teresa Teng will begin in Beijing in December. A concert commemorating the Queen of the Love Song will invite a group of pop singers and blending elements of film and musicals to make it an audio and visual extravaganza. Industry insiders say the crossover trend is to tackle the fierce competition in the market and attract Western audiences as well as youngsters. CCTV.
Moving on, Italian finance police seized 20 tortoises illegally being shipped into the country on Monday during routine border checks at Brindisi Harbor. The tortoises were hidden in cardboard boxes inside a van that had just disembarked a ferry coming from Greece. The animals could have earned the smugglers up to 35,000 euros, police said. Illegal traffic of rare animals is increasing in Italy, according to Convention on International Trade of Wild Flora and Fauna, reported from the Italian Forestry Police crop with eagles, bears, panthers, and rare reptiles among the animals seized by authorities in 2011. A team of scientists from the Polish Academy of Sciences in Torun are using 4 remotely controlled telescopes placed around the globe to search for concubinary systems, multiple transiting planets orbiting 2 suns. They hope to emulate NASA's Kepler mission, which located such a system last month. Jim Jury has the story.
Last month's news that NASA's Kepler mission found a so-called circumbinary planet system 4,900 light-years from Earth shows the diversity of the galaxy. Called Kepler 47, the system consists of planets orbiting around 2 suns. It was located by the space-based Kepler Observatory launched in 2009. But scientists here on Earth believe there are many more similar systems still to be discovered, prompting a new European wave of investment in terrestrial astronomy. At the forefront of the research is Professor Maciej Kanacki of the Polish Academy of Sciences. He's leading the Solaris team, which hopes to start explorations next spring.
The technical side of the project is such that we will use 4 robotic telescopes placed at 3 different continents, in South America, Argentina, South Africa, and Australia. And the telescopes are robotic because this way we can observe many stars without much work on the human side.
Kanacki's team will be searching 350 eclipsing binary stars, systems consisting of 2 stars orbiting around their common centre of mass. They'll monitor 4 telescopes placed in South Africa, Australia and Argentina, the last of which will be fully equipped late this year.
We have internet connection to every telescope. We have cameras inside the domes of the telescopes, outside of the domes. This way we know what's happening all the time.
NASA's discovery of Kepler 47 in the constellation Cygnus came less than a year after they found their first circumbinary planet, Kepler 16b. The findings prove for the first time that more than one planet can form and persist in the region of a binary star. The Kepler telescope and its mission cost around $600 million. Solaris cost 200 times less. But Kanacki is confident his team can produce results as far out of this world as NASA's.
On final note, a collection of the world's smallest, biggest, and oldest gathered in London on Wednesday to mark the launch of the 2013 Guinness World Record book. Among the bizarre and extremely people who arrived were Jyoti Amge, who holds the Guinness World Record shortest woman. She is glad she was able to show up on TV, which was her dream since she was young. Another holder is Johanna Quast, hailed as the Guinness World Record's oldest gymnast. She said she wants to serve as role model for those who want to achieve their dreams, that age really doesn't matter. Let's also welcome Wouterwaden Bosch. He is responsible for creating the largest rideable bicycle, and for that he also holds the title in Guinness World Records. And finally, we have Shane Hogred, also known as the Space Cowboy, for being able to swallow the most swords simultaneously. Other holders are Sharon Alexander in sumo wrestling, the most basketball slam dunks in 1 minute by a parrot, Guinness World Records for the tallest horse, and the world's largest drum kit being played. That's all we have for today on the World News. From Myanmar International, I'm Randolf Jamias saying thank you and hope to see you again next time.